Happy Sunday. Hi, Lynn Sharif, and I am so sorry that I am late getting into my Sunday soul chat, but I have been traveling all week and I just got back. And so I am doing my live tonight with my cat, Herbie, who I've been gone all week. And for people who do not believe that cats are affectionate and really want to be around people, you need to meet this one right here, because since I have come in the house, he has been on my face. So where I am, he is. So we're going to do this live together tonight. And so my live on tonight is about, the title is Your Spouse Really Okay? And it came about because one of us had a conversation with a friend who has been a caregiver for the entire life of their marriage. And there was an inquiry like, how is your spouse doing? It's like, oh no, they're fine. They're fine. They would never, they're fine. But I looked at that in a different way, because it's like, are they really okay? Everything that I talk about is because of something that I have gone through. And so for those who don't know me, I am married to a chef. And my husband, chef, has had this role. And, honestly, at the beginning of it, I wasn't on board. It wasn't something that I saw coming. And so therefore, I really wasn't super excited about it. And there was a period of time where I just sat back like, I'm not helping at all. Help me? Not at all. But then God honestly changed my heart to where I began to step into my place in this marriage and in his career choice. And, eventually you saw us working shoulder to shoulder. He had on a chef jacket. I had on a chef jacket because I was able to walk out some things. He only had two hands. I was the extra two hands. And that was wonderful, because that's really where God needed to bring me in my heart. But over time, when it came to the deeper things, having a whole catering business, and then we ultimately had a restaurant, and I was right there shoulder to shoulder. But the reality is that that thing was not something that totally worked with me, and I didn't love every aspect of it. There are parts of my personality that work better in, say, for instance, in a restaurant, the front of the house, because in a restaurant, there's front of the house, the people who are the people that greet you, and then the back of the house, the people who are shoulder to shoulder, and they're, creating the food and doing all that. I did all of it. But my true gifting was really in the front of the house, not in the back of the house. But because I am one with my husband, I did all of it, but a lot of it didn't bring me joy. And so what ended up happening is that I developed a resentment that ultimately really hurt our relationship. And so what I'm saying to you tonight is, whatever it is that your spouse is doing, whether it is their vocation, whether it is the particular thing that's happening in their life earlier on, caregiving, if your spouse is a policeman, a fireman, a pastor, whatever it is that they're doing, I'm just saying that we should create the space that says, are you really okay with that? Because for me, I didn't think that it was something that we could even talk about, particularly when that thing is that person's gift, because I know that food is my husband's gift. And so who am I to really question that gift? Or so I thought. I didn't think that it was really something that was eligible for conversation and eligible for debate. But really, it is. Because you have to answer this question. Is your marriage serving your career, or is your career serving your marriage? So in that scenario, honestly, it was as though my marriage was serving the career. And I don't believe that it should be that way. So I believe that there should be a forum where we can talk about that thing. I didn't believe that we should be able to. I didn't think that it was open for discussion, but it really is, because once we opened it for discussion, we determined that I'm not trying to stop a gift that God gave you, but then I need to understand how I fit in with that gift. And so for us, we determined that I am not going to be the one that's in the back, shoulder to shoulder, lifting, after an event, my back would be so out that I couldn't even walk. That's not really where I'm supposed to serve. I need to serve in my gifts. And so that really is around the administrative. I am around the front of the house, the greeters, the customer service. That's really where I needed to be. But I was doing all of that thinking that that was what I needed to do because I was married. This is our marriage. And of course I want you to win. I'm doing all of it. And so we need to open the conversation to say, what is it that's going on? And am I really okay with all of it? And so it's just opening the conversation. And you do have the opportunity to weigh in on what it is that that person has endeavored on as their gift, as their direction. You have a right to talk about that. And if it doesn't work completely with you, we need to discuss how is it that we can do that so that this thing serves our marriage, not our marriage serving the thing. So that's really what I have for you tonight. I so appreciate you joining me. Please, take a look at past conversations on YouTube at Lynn Sharif. Please search that on YouTube. And if you know of a couple who really needs to talk about what it is that one of them has chosen as their vocation, it's all open for conversation. So please share this with couples that need to hear this message. So I appreciate you joining me for tonight. Take care. Bye-bye.